So when he says, you know that sounds crazy, right? Yeah, I didn't realize that until I said it. So I was having a conversation with my husband about my upcoming explant that I'm trying to prepare for. And I was informing him about how they will have to repair my pec muscle from having the implants under the muscle. And he was like, what are you talking about? So I was trying to explain to him what my surgeon was telling me about how she will have to go in and repair that muscle from where they put the implant in there. And it's crazy to me thinking about it now looking back because, like my husband said, he was like, you know that sounds crazy, right? Why would anyone do that? And it's a good point, because when I went into the plastic surgeon I seen the last time, I had implants over top of the muscle. And that is a relatively easier procedure compared to under the muscle. And to be honest, I didn't even know what it meant. When he said, we're gonna put them under the muscle this time, it will be better. I really didn't even know what that meant. Like, it wasn't explained on what would happen. I don't know, you know, when they put in over the muscle, I guess they just make a little incision and I can just pop it in there. Whereas when you get them under the muscle, they have to actually go in and like cut your muscle like away and like make a pocket for the implant to go into. So they're essentially damaging your muscle, I guess, to put this implant behind it. And why would you do this? Well, I was informed that because I was so thin, it would be more ideal to put implants behind the muscle this time because they would look better and it would decrease the chances of it looking like wrinkly and all this stuff. And so I, again, did not know the extent of what that surgery entailed. Much to my own blame, I didn't really ask too many questions at the time. I was so stressed out and hyper focused on the BIA ALCL and just wanting to make sure he completely got my capsules out that at that point I was just like, yeah, whatever you think is best, because I just was hyper focused on the BIA ALCL. And if you've been watching my channel, like a lot of you know, that surgeon did not do the surgery I hired him to do. He decided to just take some of the capsule out in some areas, and that was really bad for multiple reasons. One of the reasons being I had a ruptured implant. And when you have a ruptured silicone implant, you should definitely take that out with a full capsule so the silicone doesn't migrate to other areas outside of that capsule. So yeah, anyways, and then him leaving the remaining capsule in there, that capsule had been exposed to the textured implants for 16 years, and all the poisoning that came with. So that is still currently in me and will have to be removed with the new capsules as well. But on top of that, because I had my implants under the muscle, they will have to do this whole muscle repair surgery, which is a little bit more invasive. Well, actually a lot more invasive than if they just had to slip an implant back out from over the muscle. So yeah, this is just like another thing looking back at how us young ladies just are so hyper focused sometimes, like on achieving a certain look, or just, you know, whatever it may be at the time, that we kind of rush into things or we just don't ask the correct questions. And so make sure you do your research before you hire a plastic surgeon. Make sure you are looking up the correct questions to ask when you're in there. I found an article, and I'm going to link it below, on like 6 different questions you should ask when removing your breast implants. And I found that article really good and helpful. So I'm gonna link that definitely below so that you can just read it yourself. But again, if you are someone who is in the mindset of wanting implants, I get it, been there, done that. If you had to make the choice on should I go over or under, I would probably 100% recommend you going over, so at least it's easier to get them back out in the future because they're not lifetime devices. Even like the last implant, well actually the current ones that I have in, they have a 20-year warranty per se on them. The warranty's junk, don't even pay attention to that, to be honest. But in my head at the time, you know, the plastic surgeon was like, oh, these have like a 20-year warranty on them, so you'll be like good to go for like 20 years. That's not really what that meant. Implants don't usually last that long, and to be honest, they shouldn't. A set should not be in that long. And for those of you that are like, why, what are you talking about if it says it should be good for 20 years? We're missing the fact that literally our body is like an oven that is cooking this implant 24/7. And it's breaking it down and wearing it down every day on top of any type of movement and exercise that you're getting all day, every day. Because you are constantly using your pec muscles for everyday activities. Like when you go to have an explant surgery, you're literally supposed to be like dinosaur arms for I think a couple weeks because you are not supposed to be overusing these muscles up here as they're healing. So that just goes to show how much you're constantly using them in your day-to-day life. And we just don't think about that. There's so many things we don't think about. We are only thinking about how we're gonna look. But let me tell you, looking good, but not feeling good, it's just, it kills it. Like if you don't feel good, but you look good, you're not gonna have that goddess-like energy or that feminine energy that you were looking for to like make you like feel good and better about yourself. Like it's not gonna be there because you're gonna feel so sick that it's just gonna kill. It's kind of like, imagine when you're sick with the flu or whatever and you don't feel good. During that time, do you feel at your best and sexy? No. You feel like crap and you just want to lay down, and at that point you don't even care how you look. Like you half the time look like crap if you're sick, right? A lot of us people that get implants, that's how we feel on a normal basis. And yes, some of us will pull ourselves together, we'll put our makeup on, our outfits on, we'll fix our hair, and we will fake it till we make it, even if we're dying on the inside, like feeling like we have the flu or whatever all day every day. And to a lot of us, I know that's what it feels like when you have breast implant illness. It's like you have the flu all day, every day, to be honest. So yes, but if you still want to get them, I would highly recommend not going under the muzzle, because when you do have to have them replaced or removed, it's going to be a more extensive surgery. So that's just something to consider. And take it from me, you know, I've been in the beauty industry for 22 years. I had to look at myself in a mirror when I was behind the chair for 22 years. And, you know, I get it. Like just seeing yourself and how easy it is to criticize yourself on the regular. But I think a lot of us women are trying to relay the message at this point, like your beauty really comes from within first. Even if you are not the most attractive person or have a asset about yourself that you don't love, if you have this like goddess-like energy where, you know, you basically are just like this glowing ball of happy energy and magnetizing energy, that will radiate and people will feel that and see that, even if you aren't the most attractive person physically in the room. Like, it's so true. Energy is so sexy, and we should just really try to focus on that foremost. So Anyways, this video is getting kind of long. If you like this video, give it a like. If you're feeling my vibe, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.